Hey, let's talk about doubt. And especially since we've been talking about signal and noise lately, and there's a lot of noise when it comes to doubt. But I want to share with you how doubt can not only be your friend, but it may actually be the exact thing that saves the world. Now, I had a tech bro colleague once that said, well, we all know that the result is the only thing that matters. And I realized in that moment that here's a guy who doesn't make anything. Because those of us who turn thoughts into things know that it's in the process where the magic happens. It's in the process where we have those revelations that allow for us to find solutions that matter. And this is why free speech is important. In order to have an intelligent expansion of knowledge, it is essential that we live in a place where there's a free exchange of ideas. Even those ideas that pull the scale a little bit towards the other side, or ideas that you don't agree with. This is not only healthy for humans, but it expands intelligence and it makes the world safer. How? Well, because if we have a transparent and free exchange of ideas, I know exactly where you stand on things, and you know where I stand. When speech is not free, polarization occurs, obfuscation occurs, and voices are silenced. And this is exactly what makes room for tyranny. And history shows that tyrannies never, ever work. We've adjudicated that bullshit already. It's the worst way to go for humans. We all already know this. What does this have to do with doubt? In a world where there's freedom of ideas, you might hear something contrary to what you believe or what you know. And this will cause doubt. And doubt is the catalyst for something called epistemic humility. And that is the key to everything. Epistemic humility means I just can't know everything. I have to be humble in the face of the mysteries of an impossibly large and unknowable universe. And boy, I wish we could train our machines in epistemic humility. I wish we could train our tech bros in that as well. The realization that you just don't know everything allows you to live, even momentarily, in the field of the unknown. And this is where it gets juicy. Sitting slightly uncomfortably in this wide and glorious field of the absolute unknowable majesty of the everything. Well, that's where awe lives. In that place where almost anything is possible, one of the things that's possible is the experience of awe. When we experience awe, when we have that sense of the majesty of life itself, our results can change the world. It is not a regurgitation of what better creatives have already done. It's an experience of the unknown and the unknowable. And in that unknowing, in that being awake to the infinite potentiality of life and experiencing that awe, well, that is the joy of creating. Doubt is the gift that hones your discernment, awakens your intelligence, and if we listen carefully, it is exactly the thing that can lead us out of the small-minded tyranny and take us to a place that's, well, awesome.